So this afternoon we've got Alison from SAS. Hi, Alison.
Hello, Emily.
We're going through all the features for SAS. Now, for anyone who's new to SAS, this is your pre-purchased piece of software, and you should never leave your house or analyze anything on your computer without it. So we've been through the features of the whole software, and we're just going through each individual area one by one. So there are other videos which I will tag below. Today we are looking at the offers tag. So I'll pass over to Alison and say hi.
Yeah, just 10 seconds for those that are not subscribers and not familiar with the product. If you go to SellerAmp.com is where you can find more information. We've also got a Facebook group, which is very, very helpful. And as Emily said, in her group, there's lots of information, questions and answers and that type of thing. But essentially what it is 3 tools in one. And what SAS stands for is sourcing analysis simplified. So that's really the objective, is to make everything so complete, have everything right in front of you so you can make decisions that will help you make money.
It saves you making bad decisions.
Yeah, exactly.
It saved me as much money as it's made me, actually.
I was going to say, yeah, sometimes saving the money is just as important, isn't it? So yeah, the 3 tools are the web app, so logging in on a browser. You've also got a app for your phone where you can go out, which is great when you're doing RA. You can scan on the spot as long as you got all your settings set up. You'll see what you want to see. And then the Chrome extension. So for your browser, when you're on Amazon or any other e-commerce site, you'll have the ability to pull information from that page, throw it into SAS right here, and you will come up with all of your answers. So, okay, that was longer than 10 seconds, but let me collapse a few of these panels here just so we can see what we're here to talk about today. And we're going to talk about the offers panel. So the offers panel shows you, as to the product you are searching right now, our beloved squirrels, and we're gonna play around with the squirrels. So we have a squirrel staring at us through this whole video because Emily and I thought that was entertaining.
He's straight faced, to be fair.
You're being looked at, everybody.
Very cute.
They're cute little buggers, though. So what the offers panel shows you is other sellers and all the different types of sellers as well. So in this instance, we've got Amazon being one of the sellers, obviously. We've got an FBA seller. If you hover over the seller type, it will show you the seller name, their star rating, and their number of reviews. If you're on the app, you just have to tap on it. Obviously, you can't hover on a phone. So we've got FBAs, we got FBMs, we've got seller fulfilled prime that will appear on there as well. So we just don't have one as far as the squirrels are concerned. So, yep, it'll show you the top 9 sellers. Just FYI, we are incorporating more sellers into that. So soon you'll be able to see the second page, third page, et cetera, et cetera.
Is there any way, if I just want to see people I'm competing with like for like, so is there any way I can just see prime sellers?
I'm so glad you asked, because down on the bottom, thanks to people just like Emily asking questions like that, there is an option to see only prime sellers.
Oh, interesting. It's kept Amazon there, which is really good, because you should never, ever write off Amazon, whether you're FBM or FBA. That's really interesting.
Exactly. You're always selling against them, aren't you? So you can see it immediately, remove those FBM folks that, you're not going to be competing on, as Emily said. So now, so we got the sellers, we've got the stock levels. So in the stock levels, you'll see such as Amazon has a plus after the 5. Obviously, many of you are learning that there's ways to see how much inventory another seller has at Amazon or in Amazon's system. And so there is also a way that they can avoid revealing that, and that is by putting a minimum requirement of a number of units on the product. So in this case, Amazon is requiring a purchase of 5 units. But what it does is it blocks technology from blocks the technology from seeing what their total inventory count is.
They could have like 500 for sale and we wouldn't know.
Right. So best we can tell you is 5 with a little plus of they have more than that, but there's something blocking it. So basically, you're going to have to be aware of those guys. But as you look down at all the...
So that's a kind of a warning sign. They're obviously blocking it for a reason. So a short
Yeah,
board, I imagine.
it's probably not going to be 6, that's for sure. So yeah. But another quick tip on here, to make it really simple to do the math, what we've done is add in a cumulative hint here. So as you go down the stock listings, if you hover over or again on the app, you tap, it'll show you cumulative. So that is to that point through those 3 sellers, there's cumulative of 10 plus units. So it really helps you gauge, you know, if I'm going to price it at here, how many people are going to be priced lower than me. So you've got your estimated stock. Well, your stock, I should say, as much as we can tell. The price that they're selling it at. With the FBM, what we do is we add in the shipping cost. So obviously, we know what the shipping cost is for this unit into to the customer. So we add in the estimated shipping. If you hover over or again tap on the app, you'll see what that breakdown is in there. So you can see their actual price, but then obviously the fee on top of that. So then if you want to compete with these folks, what SAS will do is calculate what your profit will be if you sell at the price that these people are selling at. And where, of course, do you enter the price that you're selling at? Well, that is in your profit calculator panel, if I can expand that real quick. In your profit calculator, you have the option to put in your cost, your sale price, obviously everything factored in based on your settings, what type of seller you are, and everything that goes into the process, all your fees that are going to be involved. It will take that into consideration. If you sell at this person's price, knowing that it costs you what you listed above, plus all the fees you're going to pay, this will be your profit and again your ROI. So
if I'm using the office panel, sometimes I'll use it to make a decision whether to drop my price. So if you have a look at number 8 and number 9, although the 2 FBMs, you only have to drop it sort of, what's that, 40 odd pence, and you'd only lose 35p in a sale, and you leapfrog that person. So sometimes you only need to drop like 10p, and actually in terms of your profit, you might only sacrifice 3p profit. And it's a really good way of seeing, do I really want to hold out? Because sometimes holding out can only make you a tiny bit more, but and cost you more in storage if it's quite a while. So
it becomes easy to see who's got the penny drops going on as well.
Yeah,
I mean, it becomes really evident very quickly.
Yeah,
and it might not be a race that you want to get into. So, so offers panel is definitely something that a lot of users have asked for and continue to make improvements to. But this is really your view on how this product is going to sell.
Okay, that's awesome. And and it tells you ROI there as well, which is quite interesting.
It says your ROI, yep, exactly, based on that same profit number. So if you're not familiar with the calculator, I would just invite you to hop onto our Facebook group or YouTube channel, and we've got a good video on the profit calculator. Emily and I are going to have more in-depth discussion about profit calculators too, because that's really where you're understanding what's going into your profitability. So
if somebody wants to try out SAS, how do they go about it? Is there a free trial? Do you have to?
Emily has a lovely code for you to use, folks, if you'd like to sign up for SAS. I think she's going to post it at the link in this Facebook post. But yes, you can go to SellerAmp.com. You can sign up there, or like I said, Emily's got a little discount available for you. You can use discount code. You can also get a trial. Yeah, there's
42 free scans to test it out.
Exactly. You get 42 scans or 3 months, whatever comes first. Just allows you to get really comfortable with things. And I would encourage you spend some time playing around with it, understanding the impact of you putting your proper settings in and things like that. You can go in and start using it immediately. That's fine, but it's not going to give you all the real information that will be very valuable unless you take some time to customize.
How is it priced compared to maybe competitors in the market? What's your
are you ready for this, everybody? For those of you that have been shopping the competition, the getting started package allows you up to 1,000 scans a month. Single user, so you can only get one login essentially at a time, but you can but that's only $11.95 a month, so it's a great way to get started. And then getting serious,
1,000 scans for £12. That's awesome. I think that makes it worth its money for sure. That's a lot of scans. I think actually most people probably couldn't do 1,000 scans. It's actually a lot of stuff.
No, it is interesting to see kind of the scan trend and see how many people. It's fun. I was doing some analysis on how fast people are scanning and things like that, and Yeah, you can tell the people that come through the trial and immediately keep going because their scans just keep going.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh, we've got a family of squirrels now. Love squirrels.
Yes,
Right.
they're all staring at us now.
That's really, Halloween's gone, go away. Right, perfect, brilliant. So that's the offer panel. You can't really break anything in SAS. So if you do subscribe and do your free trial, play around, change your numbers, have a look, put different items in and see what as I said, what dropping your price by a penny or even increasing it. Because one thing I will quickly say is that Amazon's fees are slightly different. So sometimes it's actually more profitable to sell something for £9.99 than it is for £10 and 1p, because that £10 is a cutoff for a higher fee bracket, and your offer panel would automatically update and show you things like that. But for now, that's the offers panel. I think we're going to bring out more videos on the other things. Al is always listening, by the way, so if anybody has something they're dying to see in SAS, or something that maybe he needs to expand on, get in touch with him through his Facebook group or underneath here. He's a lot of these additions, like the Prime little button thing, came from someone asking for it, I think, didn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. There's so many things looking at how the products evolve over the last year that were contributed by users, and it just makes so much sense. So Al's ears are always open to suggestions.
Perfect, brilliant, awesome. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you next week.
Thanks, everybody. See you.